How to start programming for beginners. With the growing trend in the EdTech department, coding has become an unavoidable skill that one must have. Whether you are in stocks, data management, application development, or at school, new concepts of programming have been developed for each department. But we also understand that some of you must be hearing the word programming for the very first time. Well, programming is nothing but writing instructions for a computer to perform a specific code. These codes are written in a certain programming language, and the set of lines of code is called script. For example, you want to cook something, you will look for a recipe. This recipe is the script. The language English or Hindi is the programming language. And each line of the recipe is a line of code. Once you religiously follow a recipe, the dish is cooked. Similarly, a computer executes each line of code and performs the desired activity. Simple, isn't it? Now you must know, why do you want to learn to code? Is it just your curiosity or is much more important to you? Millions of people depend on programming for their bread and butter, because none can deny that programming fetches you one of the highest paying jobs. For every purpose in programming, there's a language attached to it. Every work has its method, and to write that method, there's a unique language. Let's get it sorted for you. Following are some of the basic tasks related to the programming along with the required programming language. For mobile application development, one must learn Java. For game development, Java. Web application development, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, .NET. Desktop application development, C#. Data science and analysis, Python. Operating systems, embedded systems development, C. Virtual machines and compiler development, C++. Database management, SQL. Apple's OS X, iOS operating system development, Objective-C. Competitive programming, C, C++, Java, Python. See how exciting it is. Most of the everyday tasks are being done by programming. But if you are getting overwhelmed, then don't be. We'll help you with the easy way to start programming. First, know the task you want to do and then decide upon the programming language. If it's as generic as learning basic programming, then you should begin with learning the C language. It's the most basic one and the first programming language that any individual learns. But if you are someone who is preparing for placement, you must accomplish problem-solving skills and have good command over competitive programming. Set your agenda. We have decided on the end goal and the programming language which will help us achieve it. Make yourself ready that this is the goal you want to achieve and promise yourself to be focused, because programming requires dedication and determination. Resource. Now the bigger question is from where to learn. To learn the programming language, you can have the following ways in the present pandemic situation. Transcripts or books, programming blogs or websites, courses, YouTube videos, peers. Let's know how to do that. First comes programming books and transcripts. There are numerous programming books and PDFs available depending upon the language and task. You can download or purchase it online at your convenience. The biggest advantage is that standard books have certified content and there's the least scope for mistakes. But reading 1,000 pages books and comprehending their knowledge can be a daunting task if alone. In institutes, with the help of a teacher, it could have been really easy. Second is the programming websites or the blogs. Several dedicated websites offer free content as blogs or articles, including companies like Microsoft and Google. Be sure that you only refer to a trusted website whose articles are written by professionals, one of which is Scalar Academy. You can read as per your convenience and availability, and most of the content is written in an easy format and with relevant examples, which makes it easy to understand. However, some of the websites provide their premium content as paid versions only, and validating the website or content can again be a hard task. Courses. Many renowned companies and institutes offer their free and paid courses such as Stanford, Microsoft, Google, IITs, and Harvard. There are learning platforms where you can enroll in these courses. For your ease, there are self-paced courses also available. Also, you get to do projects, and upon successful completion of courses, you get a certificate that you can showcase in your resume or LinkedIn. These courses are supported with transcripts, videos, presentations, etc. Certain courses are guided, that is, there's the availability of a mentor to help you with your queries and difficulties. Another simple way is YouTube videos. If you aren't able to find a suitable course or website, then just Google the topic you want to learn and see the relevant YouTube videos. It's easy, and in less time you can learn a basic concept. Many great professors and edtech companies have their free certified videos available on YouTube. But remember to follow a relevant and renowned YouTube channel only. Next comes peers. Sometimes friends make learning easy. You must be having seniors who would be working professionals and would be doing programming on daily basis. You can take their help as well and learn what you want. But remember, it's study time. Practice. Learning isn't enough. Having a lot of knowledge and nowhere to execute, it's a waste. Whatever you learn today, be sure to practice it enough. Go to online coding platforms like InterviewBit and solve dedicated problems with that concept. Let's see how it goes. Start with easy ones and go till the difficult ones. But doing so, if you face any difficulty, don't jump on the editorial or discussion section at first. Give some time, apply brute force, and think about the concepts you have learned. No problem if you are stuck for hours. Some are stuck for days. Still, don't give up because patience is the key. When you feel you are exhausted and you aren't even getting close to the concept, look for the editorial, learn the concept executed behind it, and see similar problems based on the application of that concept. You can also take help of YouTube or websites. Practice more and more problems because a single concept can give rise to hundreds of problems when twisted. Practice will make you firm with concepts. Also, learning platforms give you ranks when you completely solve the problem. These ranks are like certificates of your skills which you can add to your resume and or LinkedIn. Test. Know where you stand. Practicing and learning can make you think you know it all. That's not true. Test your knowledge and know where you stand in the world. Compete. There are many hackathons and live contests that happen each day, just like cricket and football matches, where people across the globe compete. You can see your ranking and know how far you have come and how far you have to go. Giving more and more tests can help you with placements as well and can help you ignite yourself. But what if you fail? It's the best because you now know where you lack and how you can improve it. You will now greater be friends with programming because you will have to do it more often. Coders who have won today were once at your stage and they all started from zero. So don't give up. Execute. Now that you are easy with programming, try your hands in projects and solve real life problems. You can start with making a calculator and continue till data analysis. Just try to think how programming can solve it and just code. Because skill is only useful when it solves real world problems. Research, discover, and invent. Once your project is done, you can get it patent. But if you are more inclined towards researching and want to establish a new theory, programming can help you with that as well. There's nothing cooler than creating your concepts. Submit your research papers and get them published. Anyone can do it, whether a student or a working professional. You can also appear for job interviews and get placed in your dream company. As stated earlier, programming can also become your source of income. But before anything else, make it your passion. A beginner today can be a professional tomorrow. Just start.